Morning everybody, we're back for another hive inspection. My helper here, he's all ready to go. He's got his hive tool, he's helping. We're gonna do a quick inspection today because it is 85 degrees and I'm ready to get out of these jeans already. It's about 10:30, 11 o'clock. We're gonna look at hive A, the strong hive. Going to continue to make sure that the queen is still laying, so we're looking for fresh eggs. And hive B, we're going to see that the queens have hatched out. A queen has hatched out and has commenced her queenly duties of laying eggs, or maybe not. Maybe laying eggs would be too soon for now. She's probably not mated yet. If she got out this week, there's a chance that she hasn't got out and been mated. So here we are. Activity looks good on the left hive, as always. And the right hive is boring, as always. So let's get in there and look. Alright, we're going to start with the bad hive today. Hive B. Well, they're not bad, they're just capably challenged. While I'm suiting up, I forgot to mention that we're also checking the room in both boxes. We saw them at 5 last week. And I didn't show you guys this video because nothing really exciting happened, but nothing that I couldn't just explain here now. I think I have a problem with my beekeeping suit here. Hold on a second. And so it turns out we do have a problem. We have no zipper. Oh, camera, could you just focus for a sec? Thank you. Yeah. No zipper, so I don't have a bee suit. It's going to take me a few days to get one off the internet, and I'm here to do an inspection now. So I'm thinking we're going to go in suitless. I can hear that really sad, like funeral music. Well, here we go. Still will glove up. Oh, these are going to be fast inspections. Fast but calm and confident and slow at the same time. Okay. Oh, wish me luck. This could be the day we find out if I'm allergic to bees or not. Okay, they're plenty busy. Okay, we got somebody buzzing us already. I'm not going to knock these guys off today because of the lack of suit. Okay. Oh, this is terrifying. I've seen people do this on YouTube, so I know you can do it without dying, but it's a little bit different when you're standing here unshielded. Alright, so we moved. Let me see if you guys can see that. Yes. So last week I took everybody from this side of the hive and I moved them into the middle. And then I took empty foundations and put them into the middle of all of their already drawn out stuff. And the point of that is to try to get them to encourage them, if they want to get to this other empty or other full comb right here, they need to start working on this one. And I can already tell that it didn't really work at all. So they left the empty one completely untouched. Oh damn, they're coming out for me. It's okay, ladies, we're good, we're friends here, allies, same team. Okay, I need to see the frame. Okay, I'm getting surrounded. I think I'm going to light up my smoker. We got too many girls on defense, I think. I want to try to find that frame that has the queen cells on it. that's not it. But while it's out, I'm checking to see if these have eggs in them, and no, they don't. Moving very slowly here. Here it is. So you can see the queen cup is open and being ripped out. The bees are actually removing it. So, oh goddamn, he's in my face. Easy fella. Or gal, I guess. So we know that the queen cups are open, and these guys are significantly quieter than they have been the last few times I've inspected them. So that sounds good to me. I think they have a queen hatched out and out roaming the hive. And that's really what we want to know with these guys. They don't need any more room. They didn't touch any of the empty frames they still have. Wait, where's the empty frame that was over here? Empty. It's right here. Propolising everything together really well. They're getting more defensive. My life is flashing before my eyes. Aha, so this is an empty one I put in the middle of everything, and you can tell they're starting to build on it. So our plan may very well have worked. Yeah, this side is getting built on too. Excellent. You guys didn't hear me say this, but
Hold on. Ready?
what?
I'm gonna pick flowers.
Okay, you gotta go over there though. Go. Thank you. You guys didn't hear me say this, but somebody recommended doing this and said it works great, that it encourages them to build onto the empty comb. Somebody says it does nothing. Somebody said that moving the frames into the middle is purely for the sake of the beekeeper, just because they like symmetry. Okay, put them up there. My son's giving them all flowers. Good job. Okay, now you gotta go play.
I play it.
Yep. Every time we're over here, he knows I feed him with the sugar water, so he's got to feed him with flowers. Somebody said that moving them into the middle is purely for the sake of the beekeeper's sense of symmetry, and it doesn't really matter at all. Somebody said if they're all building over here and you move it this way, then maybe they'll still continue to build that way, and you can actually get them producing and filling up new combs. So I figured we'd try it. But so this one finally has a queen hatched out. They're tearing down the queen cells, so hopefully next week, because they have a good week this week of weather, we'll start seeing some eggs being laid. So let's switch over to the A squad and move our flowers. I've already let my defenses far too far down without being suited up. Forgot all about that. Now I'm terrified again. So I'm getting buzzed. This one is the way more active hive, so this is the one I'm nervous about getting stung with. Case and Lee, go play now. This kid's gonna die. Listen. One thing to keep in mind when you're opening a bee box is they're attracted to the your breath. They sense the carbon dioxide and they know. So when you hear me stop talking, that's because they're buzzing me right up against the mouth. They know from years of fighting off bears and other predators that if we go for where the carbon dioxide comes out, that's a pretty sensitive area. I can't even walk up to this thing without more flying out at me. Okay, these guys' numbers are significantly higher. They are covering, can you guys see that? There you go. They have covered the entire top of the frames. So there's basically no way I'm going to be able to get in here Camera, could you focus, please? There it is. Yeah, for a split second. So there's no way I can get in there easily without a lot of angry ladies coming flying at me. I think if I light up my smoker, then the defenders are going to come out anyways. So it's a kind of a lose-lose here. So we're going to move. We're looking for fresh eggs, and then we're done. Oh, in space. I need to check space. Empty. They're almost gone. Their pollen patty's almost gone. Another empty. Jason, go over there, buddy. I need this kid to get stung once, just so he has a little bit more hesitancy around these things. Just so he knows. I'm seeing some really tiny little baby bees. That's fun. New brood hatched out. They're propolising everything together like crazy, which is good. That's what bees do. I'm trying to move extra freaking slow today. I really don't want to get tore up. Like this, right here. This girl's not happy about my tool. Get back in the box. Go away, girl. More are coming out in numbers, letting me know that they don't like my attendance. This is why beekeepers wear suits. Okay, that one's empty too. I think this is where we stuck in an empty one. Is this third one from the edge. If I drop one frame here, it's game over. We're going to find out really quick if I'm allergic to bees. No, this couldn't have been the empty one. This is all fully, perfectly drawn out. But this is a good example to look for eggs, and plenty of eggs. You're coming for me? Sorry, ladies. We'll give you that back. Last week, you guys didn't see the inspection because nothing really was exciting about it. But Jason, go play. But that was another really good week of finding solid brood patterns, egg laying patterns, I should say. Still getting buzzed. That's another full frame there. I think they filled up an entire frame. So that puts them at about time for a new box. I'm going to walk away from them, let them calm the hell down, and go grab another box out of my storage shed. Okay, we're back. We got the extra box. Basically how you do this, I got to take away their pollen patty, which may make them upset. Wow, that thing's almost gone already. How that works, I removed 2 frames out of the middle, 2 foundations. All of these foundations are put in. For those of you curious what I mean when I say foundation, it's this big plastic or wax sheet. The plastic has to be coated in wax afterwards. That just looks like, yeah, you can see that, looks like honeycombs. And it encourages the bees to build in that direction with the frame instead of putting a bunch of hollow space in there and then ending up building across several frames like this. And it just gives them gets them all on the same page, building all in the same direction. So I took 2 of those out, let them lay aside. I got to take 2 brood. Oh, there's some fighting going on here. Oh no, somebody's just carrying out an old dead bee. I got to take 2 brood frames, 2 baby slash egg slash cat larva out of here, put them into here, squish all of this back together, all of this one I put those empty ones on the outsides and have those in the middle with bees still on them so that they know to protect their brood, keep them alive. So we're going to have about 25% of this hive flying around me in the air today with no suit on. But this is the life I chose. So we need brood frame. Doesn't really matter if we move the queen or not. She's still allowed to roam the whole box. I'm going to go right for the middle of this hive because it's typically where the brood resides. We're going to try to move somewhat quickly. So this is a perfect example. And here come the defenders. Full frame of capped brood. And what do you know? They're pissed. And I think the one right next to it is another good frame of brood. Yep. A whole nother frame of capped brood. Beautiful. That for now. We're going to come back here. Shimmy all of these in. I'm going to try to sprinkle in more blank ones because that worked really well. So I think this one was a blank one when I put it in last week. Yeah, you can tell. It's all brand new white wax. No eggs in it yet. Probably shouldn't get my face that close. Forget I don't have a net on. So, calm down, ladies. Back away for a second. Okay, well, almost every frame in here has something on it, so except these two here. So let's put frames on the outside. Empty, full, empty, and on this side empty, full, empty. So they'll have a frame on the outside that's empty, something that's active, and then a frame of empty again. That's the one we're going to try to encourage them to build on. We do the same over here, and then the rest are full. So we have empty, we have an empty. Let's move this one inside. This one is active. Again, the attempt here is if they have to traverse empty comb to get over to active comb, that they'll start filling out the empty comb. Okay, we got empty, active, empty. All of these are active, so let's scoot all of these over. We still got plenty of capped brood coming. This is such a strong colony. And all of that has either eggs or fresh new baby larvae. Or up here, big fat giant larvae. Almost ready for capping. This queen is fantastic. A whole nother frame full of eggs and some capped brood. And here, you can see some of these girls right here. My camera will focus. Are doing their little dance. This girl right here. She's doing a little dance, telling them where she found nectar. Put these down there. Okay, so we have an active one here. We want an empty inside and outside of it. That'll be these two empty ones from the new box we just pulled out. As you can see, it becomes near impossible to find the queen in these boxes. We haven't seen this one. We've seen her once. We saw her once when we first did our inspection to make sure she got out of the cage, I think it was. Long time ago. Okay, we need everybody to scoot over a little bit here. This isn't fitting. We saw her that long ago. We haven't seen her since, but because we keep seeing eggs every time we open the box, we know that she's been in there within the last 3 days and is actively laying. And that's all you really need to know. Squish everybody into the middle of the box. And that box is good. So, let's come back over to this guy. This frame isn't sitting down right because of the grass underneath it. There we go. And there they are, successfully, there's a spider, successfully double boxed a colony. Feels good. I'm not going to worry about bird comb today because as soon as I start scraping this crap off, like this, they're going to go bonkers on me. I got to get that out of the way though so I can actually put the lid down. There you go. There we have it. So these two frames here will make it so that they don't abandon this box. They'll just leave it alone for the most part unless you give them a reason to come up. So taking their babies and putting them up here makes it so all of the nurse bees in the hives go, okay, we got to go up. And then the theory is as they're up here, they'll start expanding. So they know to not abandon their brood. The brood has to be kept at a certain temperature or it'll die. So that's why you see those frames always, and you can see they've almost got that thing completely devoured. It's like hollowed out from where there were frames. But that's perfect. They're taking it. It's a strong colony. They found a source and they're stealing it. They know to keep their brood at a certain temperature so they won't abandon it. So eventually the queen will make her way up here and other comb builders will make their way up here and we'll get a new hive. That's it. Can't believe we did it. No stings. I'm going to put the lid back on and get out of these jeans and we are done for the day.